Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Fa'awzu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi zidni ilman ajma'in inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah we'll begin our session, brothers and sisters. I hope you had time to revise the lesson 1, whatever we studied in book 2. Book 2 starts your mission, your journey to learning Arabic in order to understand Quran in a very earnest way. Dr. Abdurrahim has designed this course in a so beautiful way. I've never come across any such book like Dr. Abdurrahim. Okay. But there's a big question mark. You cannot learn Dr. Abdurrahim's book on your own. You need a teacher to guide you. And that is why I'm here, my brothers and sisters, with the mercy of Allah, to guide you and make you proficient, inshallah, in the language. Everything that we learned in book 1 will be applied here with new rules to be understood and practiced. Book 1, we learned starting from lesson 3, we started, there are 2 kinds of sentence, nominal sentence, which is Jumla Ismiya, and then verbal sentence, which is Jumla Fi'liya. We have to identify them. That will continue till all the time. As long as we study Quran and we are in touch with Arabic language, these 2 things will always be in front of us. Jumla Ismiya and Jumla Fi'liya. Jumla Ismiya needs 2 things in it, which is subject and predicate, Mubtada and Khabar. And then we have the Khabar of different kinds. All these things that we learned, and you work very hard. I'm sure you work very hard. Now we are learning with a new shade of, rules, which are so very beautiful. But the crucial thing, my brothers and sisters, is to write, because you will not be able to retain in the memory by just listening to me. If you write, you will become proficient, inshallah. So here was the first thing we learned in this lesson 1 is the introduction of inna. Are you with me, my brothers and sisters? I'm just going to revise just a little bit, not too much. When inna joins Jumla Ismiya, it changes the mubtada. It is no longer mubtada. It becomes ismu inna. And whenever you hear the word ism, then there has to be a khabar. So we have to identify ismu inna and khabar inna. Then Dr. Abdurrahim introduced another such particle, which is the sister of inna, and that is la'alla. La'alla is a particle. It signifies hope and fear. It comes in the Quran all the time. Inna has come hundreds of times. Lalla has come many, many, many times. So we have to follow it, and step by step, Dr. Abdurrahim will introduce things to us, and I'll assist you in understanding it to the best of my ability, inshallah, my brothers and sisters. So then I asked you to remember that inna can be joined by a pronoun, and that pronoun becomes ismu inna. Why? Because ismu inna is always mansoob. Ismu inna is always mansoob. If I say inna Allah, who made Allahu into Allah? Inna. Huh? So Allah becomes ismu inna. Inna Allah alimun. So alimun becomes the khabar inna. Now khabar inna is marfu. Ismu inna is mansub. This is the most important rule to remember. Ismu inna mansub, khabar inna marfu. So inna has got 6 sisters. She is the big sister, badi bahan. And then la'alla is also min akhwatu inna, is the inna sister. So la'alla will also behave the same way. There'll be a ismu la'alla mansub and khabar la'alla marfu. But then khabar la'alla, khabar, as we know, has got many different shades in it. It can be shibu jumla, it can be another sentence. All these things that we learn, they will come to us now, and we will try to understand. And if you write, I only request you, my brother, nobody will learn Arabic without writing. You have to write. I want you all to become proficient, expert. This is a golden opportunity for you to learn in the comfort of your home. You don't have to travel to different countries. To Jordan, I went to Jordan. It was not easy. I faced a lot of hardships, a lot of pain, because there was none to teach me here properly. So once I returned, I have dedicated my life to teaching whosoever is interested in learning. So I hope you will remember this. You don't have to take the trouble of traveling, leaving your family, and undergoing a lot of pain and difficulties. Now, the Middle East, the Jordan, the Egypt has come to your doorsteps. What more do you want from Allah? Then He's going to ask you, what did you do with your free time? Huh? And we will be asked, and we have to be responsible for those answers. What did I do with my free time? We have to arrange our lifestyle and the family in a way that we can see the DVDs and also books that are there, and you write all the answers. That will make you very proficient, inshallah. So now, I have been composing these few songs. So I have done here, my brothers and sisters. Here is another important rule. If I say to you, kitabuhu, I break it down. Kitabu plus hu. If I ask you what is kitabuhu, I'm sure you will say it is mudaf ilayhi. And mudaf ilayhi is always majroor. So this who is a damir, it is joined, so it is called muttasil, attached pronoun. Right? Muttasil. If you don't remember these words, they are there in the book. Inshallah, you'll remember. Not too many things to start in the beginning. Munfasil, which means detached. Muttasil, which means attached. So this is muttasil. So this now, my brother and sister, is majroor because it has come as a mudaf ilayhi. But now I tell you this, inna who. Two things, inna and then who. So what is this who? We studied last time. This is ismu inna. Okay? This who is ismu inna. But it is muttasilun, means it is attached. It will always be attached. So, my brothers and sisters, here kitabuhu, the who was majroor. And here innahu, who is mansoob. They are both same. They both look the same. So how can this is majroor and this is mansoob? So you have to understand to what kind of a noun or particle they are attached. That will decide that they are mansoob or majroor. Now I tell you one more thing. I'm only revising this thing from a different angle now today to make you understand so thoroughly, inshallah, so very thoroughly that you will never forget, inshallah. Now here, my brothers and sisters, I give you one example. Min and then who. We say min who. What is this who? This is jar majroor because min is harf jar and then the noun that comes after harf jar is always majroor. So this, my brother and sister, is majroor, but it is attached. It is attached. And now I give you another example. La la, and then I say who. Actually, it is written la Allah who. La Allah who. Okay. So here, la Allah is from min akhwatu inna. It behaves exactly like inna. Okay. So if this is min akhwatu inna, it must have a noun or a pronoun which should be mansoob. So then this is mansoob. Okay. And see here, this is majroor. So now we come to the conclusion that the attached pronoun, damirun muttasilun, damirun muttasilun, attached pronoun will have two categories. It can be marfu. No, I beg your pardon. It can be mansoob, like innahu or la'allahu, or it can be majroor, mudaf ilayhi, kitabuhu, or minhu. So that we should understand. Now here comes another thing that I must write, and I say to you, huwa. This is a pronoun. It will always be separate. Huwa. So this is munfasil. And it will always be marfu. It will always be marfu. So all those 14 pronouns, we have been singing the song. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. Are all marfu. And they will come separate. So they are called damirun munfasilun, detached pronoun. Against that, we have damirun muttasilun, which will always be attached. And they are here, huwa and then who. Now, who, whatever noun it is attached to, or particle it is attached to, or harf jar it is attached to, is majroor or mansub. That's it. Marfu is huwa. Huwa is marfu. And these are majroor and mansub. Did you get the idea? This is important. So this is just a little bit of a revision. Now, Dr. Saab here has given us these things, but they are not in sequence. And I have always learned from my teachers in Jordan that if we conjugate in sequence, it's much easier. So what is missing here? I told you last time, the duals are missing. The duals are missing because the use of dual is less. So Dr. Abdurrahim decided not to put duals, but our teacher used to say, no, you must conjugate in sequence. What is the sequence? Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. 4 duals, I simply sometimes joked. I think Dr. Abdurrahim doesn't like duals. He doesn't like duals. Why doesn't he like duals? I will tell you one day, inshallah. I know the answer, but I'll tell you some other time, not today. So we conjugate them in the sequence, my brother and sister. Innahu, innahuma, innahum. Innaha, innahuma, innahunna. Innaka, innakuma, innakum. Innaki, innakuma, innakunna. Then inni or innani, inna, or you can say innana. Did you get the idea? Now the same thing we can do with what? We can do with laysa. No, laysa is a verb. La'alla. La'alla, we can do the same thing with la'alla. Here. Same thing, my brothers and sisters. Again, it is not in sequence. So I will sing you the sequence. Lallahu, lallahuma, lallahum, lallaha, lallahuma, lallahunna, lallaka, lallakuma, lallakum, lallaki, lallakuma, lalakunna, and then lali, 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 lalana, lalana. Did you get the idea, my brother and sister? Same thing. So lala, is a particle like inna, it is a sister of inna, and either a noun can be joined, proper noun, la'alla Muhammadan, huh? La'alla Muhammadan najihun. I hope Muhammad has succeeded. Or you can say la'allahu najihun. Okay, we have here ana najihun, ana najihun. Did you get the idea? Now you say la'alli najihun. So here the li, my sister, brothers, this is your ismu la'alla, but it is mansoob. That you have to remember and understand. Okay, so let's do again. La'alla. We'll start from here. All these things I did last time. Inshallah, I don't feel that there is need for it now, except that I'll just quickly revise it. As I said, this thing you should do it at home. Huh? Innal darsa sa'abun. Inna sayarata jamilatun. Innal Qur'ana kitabullahi. Inna Muhammadan Rasulullahi. Inna aminata talibatun. Inna lugatal arbiyata sahlatun. Inna hazihi sa'ata galiyatun. Inna bilalan ghaniyun. Inna al-mudira fil fasli. Inna al-ma'a baridun. Ma'a baridun. Huh? So here Dr. Abdurrahim is explaining, if we had not done Mubtada Khabar before, this book too will become difficult. From the very beginning, it will become difficult. But because you worked hard, you understood Mubtada and Khabar very well. So, brother, for you, the dars will be always a halwa puri, inshallah. As-sayaratu jamilatun. See? As-sayaratu Mubtada, jamilatun Khabar. Dr. Saib says that. Mubtada Khabar, you know it. Now comes inna. Inna sayarata jamilatun, no change. Only sayarata because inna came. So what is sayarata? In sayarata, ismu inna. Inna sayarata is ismu inna. And where is the khabar inna? Jamilatun. So this I just revise it. Now here, this is the way of speaking eloquently, classical Arabic, that if there are two things that come, first is the Hamza in the beginning, and then and there has to be a question. So, min al Hindi anta, min Pakistan. It is very easy for us sometimes to say, anta min al Hindi. No. Dr. Abdurrahim says, that is not the perfect way of saying. Whenever there is a question to be asked, the pronoun comes afterwards. Min al Hindi anta, atabibatun anta, atabibun anta. So here, my brothers and sisters, I did it for you. We can go together. So mujtahidun kaslan, and then anta. So how would you do? Mujtahidun anta, mujtahidun anta, kaslanu. No, if you find it hard, just go to the key, solution key, solution. Hello Tamarin, we call it Hello Tamarin. All the answers are given there. Go there but copy it, write it down properly, write down 2, 3, and then see if you can do it independently. If you can't do it independently, again, you can write it down. Anta mujtahidun or kaslanu. So we say, mujtahidun anta, kaslanu, here, sini, yabani. Now here, we always say min. Min sini, min al yabani. So what is here? Min al sini here, see? Min al sini here, min al yabani. So we are here now. Anta tabibatun mumaridatun. Mumaridatun is the nurse. Tabibatun is the doctor. Tabibantu, tabibatun anti. This is anti. Mumaridatun. Are you a doctor or a nurse? Whom Nasara and then Yahudun. Nasara is the plural of Christians. And Yahudu is the Jews, plural. And Nasara whom, see? And Nasara whom? Yahudun. Did you get the idea? So here we have Haza, then Masjidun, and Madrasatun. So if you ask a question, so you cannot say, Haza Masjidun? No. The better way is, a Masjidun Haza, a Masjidun Haza, Madrasatun. No, I tell you one thing, this is the rule of the Arabic language. And many people, even those Arabic speaking people that started speaking Arabic from childhood, even they have, if they don't learn it, they will always say, Haza Masjidun. I have had a couple of times people telling me, you are wrong saying like that. It should be the other way. Now, how can I explain him? His native language is Arabic, but he has not learned the qawaid. Like we speak English, but do we know the rules of the language? I guess not. So that is the difference. So sometimes if you are questioned, I'm warning you, don't get upset because that person probably doesn't know the rules of the language. Okay. So now we come here, number 6. No, number 5, 5th, a masjidun haza, madrasatun. Now, hazihi sayaratul mudiri. And we say, aya sayaratul mudiri hazihi, sayaratul mudarrisi. Now this is anta. Mutazawijun anta, azabun. Are you married or are you bachelor? Mutazawijun anta. Try to write it. Try to learn to write it properly, inshallah. Hunna khalatuka ammatuka. So how will you say? Khalatuka hunna, khalatuka hunna, ammatuka. That way. Huwa min al-Pakistan, min Iran. Here, Dr. Sahib writes here. But here, Dr. Sahib didn't write. Here, Dr. Sahib didn't write. So here we come. Min Pakistan huwa. Did you see? Min Pakistan huwa. Min Iran. Mamnu min sarf. Both are mamnu min sarf. They are diptoed. Right. Baituka karibun baidun. We want to ask somebody, is your house near or far? How will you say? You can't say a baituka karibun. No. A karibun baituka. There's a special sweetness and eloquence in it. A karibun baituka baidun. Or far. So inshallah you will write it down. And when you write it down, I request you, speak loudly. And if you have children, if your whole family is studying together, then parents can, mother, father can all work together with children. And inshallah, they will all be, learning together. So it's a fun way. The children are already in school, but now mother and father have become students also. So the whole family is now students. So inshallah, you will, uh, you will, you will do it together. I see in the names my dear friend, brother Imran and his wife and children. They are also coming as a Imran family. So I know that is only one Imran family I know. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Now we come to zoo. I want to explain a little bit more zoo. See, my habit always has been to revise, to repeat. It will benefit you, inshallah. It will make you strong. If you already know, you will become much more stronger. Okay. Mudiruna. Okay, my brothers and sisters, now here I come. Mudiruna. What is Mudiruna? Can you tell me what is Mudiruna? Mudiru is mubtada. Wahuwa mudaf. And na mudaf ilahi majrura. Mudiruna, our principal. Zu is your khabar. What is it? Zu is your khabar. And zu will always come as a mudaf. Zu liyatin tawilatin. He has a long beard, you know. Liyatin is the beard, tawilatin, long, you know. Mudiruna, our mudir has a long beard. Okay. Now remember, here the zu came as a khabar. Right? Here the zu came as a khabar. But sometimes zu will come as an adjective, a not. That we will have to understand and identify it properly, inshallah. Everything is a joy to identify, learn to identify, and you will feel special pleasure when you will do something very correctly, inshallah, you will feel very happy. Haza daftaru. Okay, my brother, I won't ask you anything. I won't ask you, I will do it myself. Haza mubtada. Ad-daftaru. What is a daftaru, my brother? This is your badal. So that means I have mubtada here, this is badal, I need khabar. So zu is your khabar. Zu warakin, pages, musattirin, lined pages. This notebook has lined pages, has lined pages. Ahmadun Talibun. Now, here is a beautiful example. Very beautiful example. Very beautiful example. Ahmadun Mubtada. Talibun Khabar. So, what is Zu then? Zu is a not now. It is an adjective of Talibun. And then Zu is a not, Wahuwa Mudaf, Ilmin wa Khulukin. So, you will say Ahmad is a student who has good manners and knowledge. Ahmad is a student with good manners and knowledge. He possesses good manners and knowledge. Now here, Haza Mubtada, Kamisu, Al Kamisu, this is your badal. So Zu is your khabar. You have to differentiate and see, look at it. If you find it difficult, please don't worry, because these things are to some extent little advanced level, but by working hard, you will master it, inshallah. Hazal kamisu dhu kummin kasirin. See, dhu kummin kasirin. Kummin means sleeves. This shirt is short-sleeved. Is a short-sleeved. Haza mubtada kamisun badal zu khabar. Kummin mudaf ilayhi, and this is the naat for kummin. Wazaka, and that. So zaka is mubtada. We can just start a new sentence. Wazaka zu. This is your This is your khabar. Huh? Hadaka zu kum min tawilin. And that shirt, of course we know it is shirt, is long sleeves, you know. Now, here is the last sentence, my brothers and sisters, which is al-masjidu allazi fi hayyina. No, allazi fi hayyina. Okay, this is, we should not worry about it now, which is in our suburb. Al-masjid, which is in our suburb. Zu, it has got what? Manaratin wahidatin. It has got only one minara. So actually it can be like al-masjidu mubtada, zu khabar. Al-masjidu, the masjid has one minar. So this is your khabar. Okay, fine. Now this we did it last time. Haza tullabu zu khulikin. Now this zu, haza is mubtada, badal, khabar, khulukin, mudaf ilayhi. Zu is khabar, but huwa mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. This student is well mannered, has good manners. Okay. Hazihi talibatun, hazihi mubtada, talibatun, talibatun, badal, badal, badal. Zatu is the monas of zu. Zatu khulukin. Khulukin didn't change, you know. This female student is well mannered. Now here's something more. I was thinking about it because there are many other students from Sunday class. They also join us on Saturday because they want to revise. So I have a request. If you have a time, write all our exercises. You will become even more proficient. You will become very proficient. It will just enhance your in-depth knowledge, you know, inshallah. It will enhance it, you know. So now we have here هذا طالب ذو خلق هؤلاء طلاب ذو خلق. So ذو became ذو, but ذو is مذكر and monas is zawatu. This also you have to remember, but don't worry, my brother. Even if you remember zu, for the time being, it will come quite often. But if you write it, inshallah, maybe children are very smart. The children are very smart. Inshallah, they can pick it up very fast, inshallah. So it is all zavu. And what is the monas of zavu? Zavatu. Zavatu. Okay? Zavu and Zavatu. Now, here is Hazar Rajulu. Hazar Rajulu. Haza, my brother and sister, what is Haza? Mubtada, Rajulu, Badal, Zu, Khabar, Malin, Kashirin. This man is loaded with money. We can say in a fun way, this man is loaded with money, but the proper translation will be, this man is very rich, very rich. He has a lot of money. Right. Now, haulai rijalu. These men are loaded with money. See, zavu malin kashirin, haulai. Hazihil mar'atu. Mar'atu zatu malin kathirin. This lady, hazi mubtada, badal, zatu khabar, mudaf ilayhi, not for malin. This lady is very rich. Haulai nisa'u, those ladies, zawatu malin kasirin, those ladies are very rich. Now here, I have written here for you to understand, inshallah. Okay. See, here Dr. Saib says something. Did he say something here? No, he didn't say. See, imra'atu, imra'atu biduni al. Biduni al. Without al, it is imra'atun. And when you put waw in front of it, it becomes vamra'atun. But you put, my brothers and sisters, you put al in front of it. You put al in front of it, then it becomes al-mar'atu. Al-mar'atu. So this is, you have to understand, vamra'atu, al-mar'atu. Al-mar'atu. So here I have written here, hazihil mar'atu. See here, mar'atu. Do you see, my brothers and sisters? That is because it has got al there. Because of al attached to it, it became hazihil mar'atu. Without al, it will be wamra'atu or imra'atu. Please remember this. This is something to be remembered. Okay, fine. Here we come. So, inshallah, we are finishing it, but it will be a good revision for you. So, huwa bi khair. Now you want to say, I hope he is well. It is all bi khair. So, I hope he is well. I hope. Hope is not mentioned here, but it contains, la'alla contains two things, hope and fear. Hope and fear. So when it is hope, you will say, I hope. When there is a fear, you will say, I'm afraid. So huwa bi khairin. The bi khairin, my brother and sister, is your khabar. Huwa bi khairin, huwa mubtada, bi khairin, jar majrur, shibhu jumla khabar. Now when you put la'allahu, I will write down here, la'allahu bi khairin. La'allahu bi khairin. So what will be the translation of here? I hope he is well. He is in a good health, inshallah, bi khairin. Okay, so now my brother and sister, so how will you, because we analyze it, simple, very simple. What is la'alla min akhwatu inna? What is the speciality of la'alla? That ism will be mansub and khabar will be marfu. La'allahu bi khairin, but sometimes jar majrur comes, and I don't want to go more in detail because then fi bi khairin we can say shibu jumla fi mahali raf'in khabar, but don't worry about that. Just say here, this is la'alla, okay, and who is mansub? Ismu la'alla mansubun, and the khabar is bi khairin. It has to be marfu, so we can say fi mahali raf'in marfu, but don't worry. Just practice and just translate, my brother and sister. Hum bi khairin. So what will you say? La'allahum bi khairin. Hiya bi khairin. What will you say? La'allaha bi khairin. Hunna bi khairin. La'allahunna bi khairin. Anta bi khairin. La'allaka bi khairin. This you can say even, when you say, Kaifa haluka, ya akhi, la'allaka bi khair. I hope you are in good health, inshallah. La'allaka. Commonly used, la'allaka. Or we can say, la'allahu. Fine. So, la'allaka bi khair. It comes in the sentence, you will see, inshallah. Antum bi khair. La'allakum bi khair. Anti bi khair. La'allaki bi khair. Antunna bi khair. La'allakunna bi khair. And now here, I think, again 12. Yeah, here there are two more here. Ana najihun. La'alli. This is important. Remember. La'alli najihun. I hope I'm successful. La'alli. See, the ya mutakalim comes to represent ana. Okay. So, and nahnu la'alana, la'allana najihun. We are hoping we are successful. Al-mudiru fi ghurfatihi. Now you change it. La'alla al-mudira fi ghurfatihi. Write it properly, inshallah. La'alla al-mudira fi ghurfatihi. I hope that the mudir in his room. Now this everybody wishes. Everybody wishes. You know, what do we wish? Al-ikhtibara, that is the examination. So you say, la'alla al-ikhtibara, la'alla al-ikhtibara, la'alla al-ikhtibara. I hope the examination, what kind of examination do you want? I want the examination to be easy, sahalun. So la'alla al-ikhtibara sahalun. Alhamdulillah. Now this garland, we did it. I want you to think about it. I'll just point out to you. Then if it is monas, you know, when the noun is monas, then it will become galiyatun. See, what is it now here? Hadha kalamu, this pen, then you will say, this is muzakkar, galin, aslu hu galiyun. But when you say hazihi saatu, you cannot say galin, galiyatun. Al-kutubul arbiyatu. I have put a star here to point out to you. Al-kutubul arbiyatu. Shall I put galin or galiyatun? If you put galin, it's wrong because al-kutubu kullu jama monas. So this is a monas, kullu jama monas. And this is the nat. Al-kutubul arbiyatu galiyatun fi baladina. They are expensive in our country. Hadha al-kitabu rakhisun. This book is inexpensive. Wazaka, then galin. Had it been the other way, hazihi saatu rakhisatun. Tilka, then you will say galiyatun. Here also rakhisun, so galin came. Let me repeat that. Hazihi saatu rakhisatun. Tilka galiyatun. Because we are talking about watches, but here we are talking about kitabun. So you will say, هذا الكتاب رخيص وذاك غال. الحمد لله. هذا المعجم ب100 ريال. هو غال. This is extensive dictionary. Now here comes هذه الحقيبة, handbag. So then you said غالية. Remember that. It will give you a little practice. And now there are two nouns Dr. Abdurrahim is explaining us, which is 100, miyatu, and after that, the ma'dud, this is the thing counted, will be singular and majroor. So we'll say miyatu, see here, miyatu imratin, imratin, indefinite, fine. Now miyatun, there's a spelling to be noted, my brother and sister. The spelling is this is the, no, this is not the spelling. It is the spelling as we pronounce it, miyatun. But the correct spelling is this. The alif has to be written. This spelling is as we pronounce it, miyatun. Miyatun. But we have to write alif, which is not pronounced. So remember, alif is not pronounced. Okay. Now, same way, 1,000. Alfu rajulin, alfu imratin. Now you have to do this. I'm doing it here. You please write it down. It will be very useful to you. Write it down. Haza tilfazu, this television. Haza mubtada, and this tilfazu badal bi alfi riyalin. Do you see B? Alfu became alfi riyalin. Alfi riyalin. In the, I have, how much money do you have? In the alfu dolarin. I have $1,000. Did you get the idea? In the alfu dolarin. Fi hazal kitabi, in this book, there are miyatu safatin. Miyatu, no, I did not write down properly. Did it? No, I think I should not goof in my spelling. Huh? Why did I write London? Was there any real reason? Dr. Abdurrahim did not write. Okay, I think it should be, if I made an error, please forgive me. It should be Miyatu like this. Miyatu here, like this. Huh? Miyatu safhatin. Safhatin. Safatin. Same way, it will be become hadhil hakibatu, here be miyati riyalin. So I think I made an error. Forgive me. Forgive me, my brothers and sisters. We Adul Kitabu Miyatin Safatin. That is Miyatu Safatin. That is correct. Safatin. That is correct. Sorry. Now here means the Hakibata, handbag. Here be Miyati Riyalin. Miyati Riyalin. Fine. Fi hazihil kulliyati. Again, same mistake I made. I don't know why. In this faculty, there are Miyatu Talibin min Pakistan, and the same here also. Miyatu Talibin min Indonesia. Inshallah. That should be correct. Inshallah. Fine. Write it down, my brothers. Now, here are sentences. Again, I made a mistake. Oh, I don't know what happened. هذا الكتاب ب هذا الكتاب ب مئتي بمئتي spelling. Alif has to come. So please, I request you, brothers and sisters, these are nice noun, 6 sentence. Try to conjugate your own sentence. Make it simple sentence, you know. You can say Muhammadun Zakiyun, or you can say Muhammadun talibun zakiyun. And hadha al-kitabu bimi'ati riyalin. Anta mutazawwijun? La, ana azabun. I'm bachelor. Muhammadun zu khuluqin. Hindi, again I made a mistake. I think all the way I've written this, so I'll write down properly. Hindi, miyatu dolarin, al-an. Galin, hazal kalamu galin. But that's it, my brothers and sisters. Now we come to the lesson number 2. Every lesson is so beautiful in book 2, my brothers and sisters. So meaningful, so very meaningful. In the lesson number 3, we learn about the superlative and comparative degrees. You'll enjoy that lesson, inshallah. Hisham, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bilal, okay, wa alaikum assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Try to put vowel signs, see if you can do it. Huh? Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Here, wa alaikum assalamu rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. See if you can do it. Kaifa haluka ya akhi? Bilal is asking, Hisham, how are you? And then he says, Manil akhu. Huh? Manil akhu. This is the most polite way of asking, who's my brother? Instead of saying, Man anta. Huh? Who's my brother? Because he says, Kaifa haluka ya akhi. Huh? Ya akhi. So, Manil akhu. Who's the brother? Ana mudarisun jadidun bil jamiati. Okay, bil jamiati. Ana mubtada mudarisun khabar jadidun naat bil jamiati. Fine. Ismi Hishamun. Hisham is the new teacher. Ismi Hishamun. Ana min al wilayatil muttahidati. What is the translation of wilayatil muttahidati? USA. Wilayatil states united, muttahidati. The word ittihad, united, comes from here. Okay. Muttahidati. Bilal says, Ahlan wa sahlan wa maraban bika ya akhi. Ana masrurun bi likaika. Now I want you to memorize this. I memorized it. And I say it whenever the occasion arrives. Ana masrurun. Ana masrurun bi likaika. Or ki, whatever the situation requires, No, what is the meaning of this? This is very beautiful. Ana mubtada masrurun khabar bi harf jar likai became majroor. It is likaun became likai and then ka. This is bi harf jar likai ism majroor wa huwa mudaf and ka mudaf ilayhi. What is the translation? I am happy to meet you. Don't we say this in English many times? I'm pleased to meet you. So that same thing, and I'm pleased to meet you. But if you are a sister, You cannot say ana masrurun. No. You will say ana masruratun. Ana masruratun. The brother will say ana masrurun. But sister will say ana masruratun bilikaika. I am happy, pleased to meet you, inshallah. Ana zamiluka. Ana mubtada, zamilu khabar, wa huwa midaf, and ka mudaf leh. I am your colleague. I am also a teacher. Ismi Bilal ibn Hamidin. Ismi Bilal ibn Hamidin. In the construction like this, okay, there's one Dhamma Bilalun, the one Dhamma is omitted, and Ibn Alif is omitted. Now, Dr. Abdullah doesn't explain, so don't worry, my brother. He says in the construction like this thing will happen. Just remember, maybe in book 3 it will come. So now again, has come. My brothers and sisters. So has come. I'm in Washington, Anta, yeah. Hisham, are you from Washington? I'm in Washington, Anta. Instead of saying Anta min Washington, no. I'm in Washington, Anta. La. Ana lastu min Washington. Innani min New York. See, this is mamnu min sarf. So they say this is majroor, but then we have a fatah here. Okay. Now, I don't think I explained you I think we did conjugate last time. Okay. I will go back, inshallah. Let us see where did we conjugate blank conjugations. Here. So this we did last time, brothers and sisters. Laisa. This is a verb. We have done a lot of verb, but this is a different kind of verb, Is not. What is the meaning of laisa? Is not. Laisa. So this verb is a nakis. It's the sister of kana, but we haven't done kana, but we'll be doing it soon, inshallah. So when a verb is nakis like laisa, it will not have fa'il. Remember, nakis verb will not have fa'il. It will have ism. So whenever something has ism, it will have khabar also. So laysa will have ism laysa and then khabar laysa. Now the ism laysa has to be marfu. Ism laysa has to be marfu and khabar laysa has to be mansub. Khabar laysa has to be mansub. Ismu laysa marfu, khabar laysa mansub. It is opposite of inna. In inna, ismu inna mansub, khabar inna marfu, but ismu laysa mansub, khabar laysa marfu. If you can remember, inshallah. Now, brother, see, it's not a normal verb, because there's a sukun right there in the middle. So this is your fa kalima, this is your ain kalima, this is your lam kalima. So then we have here huwa laysa. What will be the next huma? Laysa. It's easy. because we have learned the proper way of conjugating, you will find it easy. Hum laysu. Because waw came, this fatha changed into dhamma. Huwa laysu. Hiya laysat. This is ta'utanisi. Huma laysata. Oh, and there are more changes here. Lasna. I have to explain you. I have to explain you. Because if I explain you, then inshallah it will make it much more interesting to you. I sometimes wonder, the teachers, if they don't explain it properly, if they just only translate, that class will not last long. That class has to break up and finish it, because the students will eventually say after 2 months, 4 months, we don't understand. We cannot understand. We cannot answer our questions that you are asking us to answer. So my brother and sister, here, same thing in our conjugation, huwa and here. The file will come afterward or before in both of these cases, but then here the file is here. This is now ismu laysa. The waw is ismu laysa. This is file is ismu laysa mustatir. Laysata. Laysata. There are 3 things in it. Did I write down anywhere? Okay, I will write down here, my brother. See, we have laysat, laysat. I think I wrote in somewhere. I was writing, and then we put the alif as the ismu laysat. Alif is 9. The alif representing 2 people. But because there's a sukun here, there's a sukun here, and we cannot have 2 sukuns, so this change into fatah. So lay sata, that is how you have. Here it is laysat, there's a sukun. But here there is no sukun, so it is laysata. So this alif is alif musanna, so that is the thing. And I think I did explain you last time, but I will again do it, So the verb is laysa, brothers and sisters. The verb is laysa. Fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima, first radical, second radical, third radical, and when a nunu niswa, the feminine noon representing more than 3, representing 3 or more than 3 ladies. When we say to nunu niswa, come and join us, she will say, what is my condition? That I want this thing to be removed and changed into sukun. That is my condition. You know it. Why do you are asking me? Do it yourself. So here we have laysa, and I give sukun here, and I have sukun here. Now then I have to cross this out. Ya has to go away because there are 2 sukuns. So what became here? Lasna. Did you see? Lasna. My friend, Brother Afzal, reminded me. He said, you don't say now that you are on 407. So now we are on 407. If you say Lasna, then you are on 407. Oh, I remember, I said, yes, Brother Afzal, I forgot, but I'll mention it. So if it is Lasna, you are on 407, then there are no cops there. There are no speed limits. You can just drive fast. So how will you drive now? Lasna, ta tuma tumti tuma tunna tuna. Did you get me? Did I gamify you? Ka kuma kum, No, start with ta tumatum, ta tumatum, ti tumatunna, tuna. Ta tumatum, ti tumatun, tuna. Ta is for anta, tuma, antum, and then ti is for feminine, tuma, antunna, and tu is for I, and na is for we. So we say here, once you come here, my brother and sister, then how it is it? Lasta, lastuma, lastum, lasti, lastuma, lastunna, lastu, lasna. So this is what I said to you. Ta tumatum, ti tumatun, tuna. Ta tumatun, ti tumatum, tuna. So don't try to say fast. If you write it and practice, so every verb is like that. As soon as you come to hunna, then it is just very simple. We just change the pronouns. I hope you'll remember, inshallah. So we go back to now lesson. We go to book 2 here. So here, I mean, Washington, Washingtona, Anta, Ya Hisham. He wants to say, no, I am not from Washington. So then it is La, no. Ana lastu. Ana lastu means Washington. I am not from Washington. Where is the not written? Lastu. Lastu. So what is lastu? Fi'lu, madin, nakisun, and jamidun. You have to add one more thing. I'll write down. I'm just writing it down, but then I'll be repeating it all the time whenever it comes. Hopefully you will, inshallah, never forget. Less two. Okay, less two. You say ana, mubtada. Less two is, remember I'm writing fi'lu, madin. Say, there should be no problem here. Fi'lun, fi'lun madin, nakisun. Try to remember this. We will be repeating so many times this. And then jamidun. You will remember. If the verb is nakis, it means it will have ism and khabar. Jamid means it cannot conjugate normally. It cannot perform the conjugation normally. Here we have Laisa, only Madi. What about Mudariya? No, there is no Mudariya. What about Amar? There is no Amar. What about Ism Fa'il? There is no Ism Fa'il. What about Ism Maf'ul? There is no Ism Maf'ul. No, only Madi. That's it. So here, Lastu, my brothers and sisters, Fi'lu Madin, Fi'lu Madin, Mabniun ala Sukun, and what is tu? Ismu Laisa. What is it? Ismu Laisa. Lastu, and then this is your Khabar Laisa. This is your Khabar Laisa. Try to understand, inshallah. I maybe I'm pushing my luck to explain you in all these things now, but I'll do it in a gradual way. You will understand. So all these things that I told you, huwa laysa, huma laysa, hum laysu, hum laysu, hiya laysat, huma laysata, hiya laysat, huma laysata, hunna lasna, humna lasna. Now we are at 407. أنت لست أنتما لستما أنتم لستوا أنتم لستوا أنت لستي Antuma lastuma, anti lasti, antuma lastuma, antunna lastunna, antunna lastunna, ana lastu, nahnu lasna, ana lastu, nahnu lasna. I have a request, my brothers and sisters, if you can sing, whenever I sing, join me, inshallah. You will like it. Fine. So here he says, Ana lastu, I am not from Washington. Right? Okay. So here is my brother and sister, Ana, which is Mubtada, and las, las is your Madi, and tu is your Ismu, Laisa, min Washington is your Khabar Laisa. Okay. And this whole sentence, my brothers and sisters, is your Khabar for Ana. Now, if you don't understand, don't worry, because I think this is a little higher of understanding, but see if some of you can understand. Inni, so what is inni? In plus ni, huh? Inni, or I can write down this way. Inni ya mutakalam. Huh? Inni min New York. Huh? So here, my brother and sister, inna harfu tawkidin wa nasbin, and this is your ya is ismu inna mansubun. And where is the khabar? Inna min New York. This is your jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. Fine. That in you will find it easy, but same rule will apply to Laisa. A Muslimun abuka, ya Hisham? La. Huwa Laisa bi Muslimin. Now here something you will have to understand. Laisa bi Muslimin. Be will come in the noun which follows Laisa. Laisa bi Muslimin. It comes in the Quran also, all the time. Or Dr. Abdurrahim doesn't explain it. And I think I should not go into that detail because you just mentioned one line there. So what is the translation? La huwa laysa bi Muslimin. He is not a Muslim. But see here the khabar of laysa. How is the khabar of laysa? Bi Muslimin. Bi Muslimin. ठीक है. Ummuka, a Muslimatun here. See now here, see the beauty of Dr. Abdurrahim's dialogue. He is constructing this dialogue in a way where all Laysa, form of Laysa, to all the Damir, they are brought here. Ummuka, a Muslimatun here. See, we did not say here, Ummuka, here Muslimatun. No, this is the way. This is the way it is to be said. A Muslimatun here came in the end. La, here, laysat, see, laysat bi Muslimatun. What is this? Laysat, what is this? Taw tanisi. Why? Because the ism is here. Okay, fine. Alaka abnaun ya Hisham? Naam, li sittatu abna'in. This you are familiar. Huh? Fine. Atulabuhum, are they students? We didn't say ahum tulabun. No, we said atulabuhum. Are they students? La hum laysu bi tulabin. Laysu, because it's a they. Huh? Waw is your ismu laysa. Okay. Now, I'm taking a path to explain you all that. I hope you will bear it with patience, inshallah. So laysu, the verb starts from laysa. So waw is ismu. Laysa. And waw represent they, whom. It is their whom. Bitullabin. So bitullabin. No, they are not students. Inna ba'dahum. See, inna came. Ba'da. Some of them. So why is ba'da mansub? Why is ba'da mastum? Because it is ismu inna. Mudaf, and then this became mudaf ilayhi. Inna ba'dahum. Verily, some of them are merchants. Wa ba'dahum muhandisun. And some of them are engineers. Bilal says, Alaka banatun. Hisham says, Naam. Li, I'm putting in line here, Khamsu banatin. So, Khamsu is your mubtada. Wa huwa mudaf. Banatin is mudaf ilayhi. And li is jar majrur shubu jumla khabar. Khamsu banatin. I can say, just for understanding, Khamsu banatin li. I got 5 daughters. 5 daughters. Bila amutazawwijatun hunna. Are they married? La hunna lasna. See? So this noon is those ladies, lasna. See how it is? Las, this is the fi'l, and na is the ismu laysa. Okay? La hunna lasna bi mutazawwijatin. Bi mutazawwijatin. Okay. So no, they are not married. Inna hunna sigarun. Verily, see, inna came and then hunna came. This is your ismu inna, mansub, and sigarun is your khabar. Inna hunna sigarun. They are young, very young. Badu hunna, some of them. Now this is a new sentence. Badu hunna. Badu is your mubtada and hunna is mudaf ilayhi. Some of them are in the madrasatil ibtidaiyati, in the elementary school. Badu hunna. Some of them fil madrasatil mutawassitati, in the middle school. Alaka ikhwatun, do you have brothers? La, laysa li ikhwatun. I don't have. I don't have brothers. So, inna li salasa akhwatin. See now, inna, verily, salasa akhwatin li. I have 3 sisters. Sister. Now here, inna, where is the ismu inna? You got to watch for it. Ismu inna is a salasa. Wa huwa mudaf, and then this becomes mudaf ilayhi. Okay. But here, la laysa li ikhwatun. I don't have brother. I don't have a brother. So here you can say easily, I change that. I change that la laysa ikhwatun li. Why did I do that? Because ikhwatun is your ismu laysa. What is it? Ismu laysa, and li jar majrur is your khabar laysa. Khabar laysa, inshallah. Muslimatun hunna. Naam. Hunna muslimatun walhamdulillah. So this is our short dialogue, my brothers and sisters. Now, the question is here. Min aina hishamun. You can write down huwa min الولايات المتحدة من أي مدينة هو هو من مدينة نيويورك. كم أختا له ثلاث أخوات sisters ثلاث أخوات. Right. Now this also is what is right, what is wrong. Hishamun min Washington. No, that is wrong because he is from New York. Akhwatuhu muslimatun. Yes, sisters are Muslims. Akhwatuhu muslimatun. Sisters are Muslims. Banatuhu lasna bi mutazawwijatin. Correct. His daughters are not married. Lasna bi mutazawwij. Abnauhu tullabun. No, that is wrong. Ummuhu laysat bi muslimatin. That is correct. His mother is not Muslim. Abuhu Muslimun. No, that is also not correct. Now we come here, my brothers and sisters. I am just thinking while I'm talking, learn the isnat of Laysa to different pronouns. This is the learn the isnat means, apply those pronouns to Laysa when you are conjugating. Okay. Now, I think I will not at this stage, I was trying to do, but I won't at this stage analyze Laysa. May cause you a little complication, but we'll do it as when it comes in the next lesson, inshallah. Right now, if you can just say here, Hamidun Talibun, Hamidun Talibun. Hamid is a student. Then you say Hamidun Laysa bi Talibin. So only say Hamidun Mubtada. Okay. Hamidun Mubtada. Hamidun Mubtada. And this whole sentence is the khabar. Jumla failure. At-tullabu sigarun. So you see, now you have to apply the Laysa according to the what's before it. Tullabu laysu bi sigarin. The students are not young. They are not small. Aminatu tabibatun. Amina is a doctor. Aminatu laysat bi tabibatin. Laysat bi tabibatin. Just translate now. Amina is not a doctor. Is not a doctor. Amina Aminat Aminata Aminatu is not a doctor. Is not a doctor. Okay. So how did we say? Aminatu laysat bitabibatin. Al-fatayatu mutazawwijatun. The young ladies are all married. Okay. Young ladies are all married. Al-fatayatu lasna. Al-fatayatu lasna. Did you get it, my brothers and sisters? Al-fatayatu lasna. Where are we now? We are now here. Al-fatayatu lasna bimutazawwijatun. Anta kabirun. Anta lasta bi kabirun. You are not big. Anta lasta bi kabirun. Antum jududun. You are new. Antum lastum bi jududin. You are not new. Anti fakiratun. You are poor. Anti lasti bi fakiratin. Bi fakiratin. Bi jududin. You are not a poor. Antunna mujtahidatun. You are very hardworking. Antunna. Mujtahidatun. Antunna lastunna bi mujtahidatun. You are not a hardworking. Ana mudarisun. Mubtada khabar. Ana lastu bi mudarisin. I'm not a teacher. Did you get the idea? Nahnu tullabun. Nahnu lasna bi tullabin. See? So this is what it is, my brothers and sisters. Don't try to analyze Laisa if you don't want to. Just try to see if you can translate properly, inshallah. And if need be, I'll repeat it. Now we come here. Adkhil Laisa al jumlati atiyati. Okay. Enter Laisa. Enter Laisa here. Al babu mughlaqun. The door is closed. No. Say the door is not closed. What will you say? Al babu laysa bi muglikin. No, muglakin. Laysa bi muglakin. Try to do it, my brother and sister, properly. Al babu muglakun. Al babu laysa bi muglakin. No, not difficult. You just have to write it. Don't worry about analyzing it. It will take too much of your time. It may confuse you. Just, if you can translate, inshallah. Al-ma'u baridun. The water is cold. Now you say, Al-ma'u laysa bi. You'll have to write down bi baridin. I did not write this, Hishamun maridun. Hisham is sick. Hishamun laysa. See, only laysa comes here. Hishamun laysa bi maridin. So here, this is an easy exercise, only laysa. Okay. And then, Abi naimun. My father is sleeping. No, you want to say my father is not sleeping. Abi laysa bi naimin. Adarsu sabun. The lesson is difficult. Adarsu laysa bi sabun. Just translate, my brother. But write it properly. What I am writing, you have to write it. Thus, writing will, inshallah, it will make things easier, inshallah. And it will stay with you in your memory, inshallah. Al-masjidu karibun. The masjid is near. Al-masjidu laysa bi karibin. See, I'm writing, you write it also, inshallah. Atiflu jaw'an. The little child is hungry. You say, no, he's not hungry. Atiflu laysa bijaw'ana. Bijaw'ana. Why? Because this is mamnu mansab, tiptoe. Now here, my brothers and sisters, again, I think we'll do these exercises without analyzing much. Maybe I'll only analyze inna if I have to. Fine. So here, rewrite the following sentences, Laysa, as shown in the example. Huwa tajirun. How will you write it? Huwa tajirun. Huwa laysa bitajirin. Huwa min al-yabani. Huwa laysa min al-yabani. You just write down all these things and try to understand. He is a merchant. He's not a merchant. He's from Japan. He's not from Japan. Like a sayaratu jamilatun. Asayaratu laysat bi jamilatin. Bi jamilatin. Remember, B has to come. B. I'm writing one more time. Jamilatin. Jamilatun, jamilatin. Ana ghaniyun. You are rich. Anna, no, but I'm not rich. Ana lastu bi ganiyun. You will write down yourself. Anta fakirun. You are poor. What will you say? Anta lasta bi fakirin. Here min al Iraq. So here we have to apply the Laisa to here. Here, Laisat, then you will not say. If you see here, my brother and sister, if you see a preposition here, then you don't have to put B. Here, Laisat min al Iraqi. Nahnu askiya'u. Nahnu lasna bi. Now you put B askiya'i. Huwa azabun. He is a bachelor. Huwa laisa bi azabin. Al-mudarisuna fil fusuli. Al-mudarisuna laysu fil. You don't have to use be here because the fee is here, then you don't use it. Now, can you imagine so many exercises? And if you do it, you will become strong in understanding Laysa, inshallah. Don't worry about the grammatical analysis of Laysa for the time being, except that remember that Laysa is a Naqis verb and it is Jamid, and the Laysa will not have if it is a verb, but it will not have a file, but it will have ism. And whatever has ism, it will also should have a khabar also. So Laysa will have ism and khabar. That is all. You must keep it in your mind. Anta, anti zakiyatun. Okay. So anti lasti. See, lasti. Did you get the idea? Lasti. Be zakiyatin. Now you will write down be zakiyatin. Antum kibarun. Antum lastum bi kibarin. Atalibatu fil maktabati. Now see talibatu, it becomes hunna. Atalibatu fil maktabati. You will say atalibatu lasna. Lasna. Lasna bi. Then you can. Antun talibatun jududun. Antunna lastunna bi talibatin jududin. That's it, my brother. Now let's the next step. Amuhandisun abuka la huwa laysa. What will you say? Laysa bi. Laysa. I'm just writing B. Then you will write down Muhandisin. Please be careful when you write it. Muhandisin. Okay. Mudarisatun an ummuka. Mudarisatun ummuka. Is your mother a teacher? La hiya laysat bi mudarisatin. Remember mudarisatin. That is all I want you to write. Understand to write ism majrur after B. Atullabun ikhwatuka. Are the students your brother? La hum laysu bi ikhwati. Ikhwati. You will say ikhwati. Huwa, I will write down the huwa laysu bi ikhwati. They are not my brothers. بإخوتي. ممرضات أخواتك لا هن لسنا بممرضات. لسنا بممرضات. مدرس أنت؟ لا أنا لست. لا لست you can say straight away, or you can say أنا لست. لا أنا لست لست بمدرس. جدد أنتم are you new؟ لا نحن لسنا بجدد. جديدة سيارتك؟ is your car new؟ لا هي ليست ب هي goes to the سيارة ليست بجديدة. Fine. Now here answer the questions in negation with lastu only. I'm in America. Anta? La ana lastu min America. You don't have to then use be here, because see, min has come, so you just use min. Ana lastu min America. Did you get the point? Ana lastu min America. متزوج أنت؟ لا لست بمتزوج. لست بمتزوج. إن شاء الله. مريض أنت؟ لا لست بمريض. لست بمريض. You have to watch carefully. مريض. لا لست بمريض. Fine. Alhamdulillah. Now, again, Dr. Abdurrahim wants us to practice. This will make you all very strong, my brothers and sisters. This is the last. This is the last. See, li salasu akhwatin. I have 3 sisters. Asluhu, what is the originally? Salasu akhwatin li. Inna li salasa akhwatin. Aslu inna salasa akhwatin. Now this, something Dr. Abdurrahim is writing, but we don't write it like that, my brothers and sisters. This is just for understanding. Now, I want to write it something and explain you. Next week, inshallah, we'll start the lesson 3, inshallah. But you have to practice a lot. You have to practice a lot. Forget about analyzing Laysa. I don't want you to spend too much time. We'll do it later on. Just write down correctly the ways the sentence is to be written, paying particular attention to harf jar B. If there's already min or fi there in the sentence, then you don't have to use B. Okay? See? Ana lastu min America. Okay? Ana lastu min America. Now here, you have to put inna here, my brothers and sisters. This, you must do it and try to analyze if possible. Fi firstly, so you will start your answer inna fi fil firstly. Now, what does inna? What is the job of inna? To make a noun mansub. It's noun. Inna fi fasli khamsata That's all. Khamsata. Here it is two. Tulabin bin jududin. Jududin. No changes. So, inna fil fasli khamsata. So I wrote down here, inna fil fasli khamsata tulabin jududin. So now I will analyze it, my brother. This is inna, harfu tawqid wa nasbin, fi fasli, jar majrur, shibu jumla, khabar, inna. Khamsata ismu inna mansubun, wa huwa mudaf, and tulabin mudaf ilayhi, and jududin not. This I would like you to do it, and I'm doing it here for you. Now put here inna lana mudarrisun jadidun. So what will you say? You write down inna, and then you'll say lana. Inna lana. What will you say afterwards? Mudar risan. Jaidun. Lana mudarisan jaidun. No, mudarisun. So here you will say jaidan, not. Jaidan, not. See, these are not manut. So inna lana. So inna, harfu tawqid wa nasbin, lana, jar, majur, shibu jumla, khabar, mudarisan, ismu inna. And jaidan, not for mudarisan. Fi jaybi mia, 2 riyal. In my pocket, there are 100 riyals. But we put here inna. We put inna. Fi jaybi, it will stay fi jaybi. And then inna fi jaybi. What will you say now? Miyata. Verily in my pocket there are 100 riyalin. See, inna means surely, verily, without doubt. Fil Hindi anharun kathirun. Now you put here inna. Nothing will change. Fil Hindi. Verily there are in India anharan. Ismu inna anharan. Anharan. Kasiratan, because it's coming as a not. Anharan kasiratan. I wish I could see your homeworks, but it is not possible. You check yourself. I have a student, and she's very brilliant, mashallah. Why is she brilliant? First thing, she knows Urdu, so that makes life easy for her. The second thing, she writes everything and tries to understand everything. So in front of me, there's a living example that if a person wants to work hard and write, she will progress. She will progress, and she is progressing beautifully. May Allah bless her for her hard work, inshallah. May Allah bless you all for your hard work, my brothers and sisters. I pray for you every day. Fine. Fil Hindi. Laka barkiyatun fi maktabil bari. This is easy, my brother. Inna laka barkiyatan. See? So what is barkiyatan? Barkiyatan is your ismu inna. Laka is jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. This is your shibu jumla khabar. Barkiyatan fil maktabit, no change. Fil maktabit barid. Post office. What is the meaning of maktabil barid? Post office. Post office. Fine. Li, fine, 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 fine. It's not a difficult sentence. Not a difficult sentence, inshallah. Li, li, alfu dolarin fil masrifi. Masrifi, my brother and sister, bank. What is masraf? Masrifun. Masrifun is the bank. Al masrifu, bank. Li alfu dolarin fil masrifi. Now you put inna in front. Where will the change come? Inna li, fine, li jar majrur, shubu jumla khabar. Jar majrur, shubu jumla khabar inna. This goes to khabar inna. Khabar inna. Alpha. Do you see now? Now the effect of inna comes on alpha. Inna li, they are from me. I have alpha ria dolarin. See, alpha. Alpha. Who made alpha mansub? Inna. Inna li alpha dolarin fil masrifi. That's all, my brother. Try to do. I did my best to make things as interesting as possible, and inshallah you will remember it. Inshallah. Fine. Okay, now we are here. Likaun, meeting. Meeting. You will remember this sentence. Ana masrurun. Or if a sister will say, she will say masruratun. Masruratun. Ana masrurun bi lika ika or kika, whatever you want to say. Ana masrurun bi likaika. I am happy to meet you. Remember this sentence, very beautiful sentence. And the sister will say, Ana masruratun bi likaika. Just say it and use it, inshallah. It's nice. Jayyidun, good, very good. It's good. In fact, you say very good. Jaibun, oh Baba, Jaib, that's your pocket. It's also used in Urdu. Jama juyubun. Just pay attention to it, inshallah. Nahrun, this is important, comes in the Quran all the time. Nahrun, river. What is the Jama? Anharun. Al Jannatu tajri min tahtiha anharun. Okay. Barkiyatun, no, this is obsolete, my brother. How many years ago this was popular? I think Madina books have been written about 45 or maybe 50 years ago, Barkiyatun. Telegram. No, we don't have. This should be put in the museum now. This should be put in the museum. Jama Barkiyatun. Masrifun, bank. Jama Masarifu. Mamnu min sarf. Watch it. Masarifu. Inshallah. Maktabul Barid. Post office. Post office. Inshallah. But I think that's all. My time is up. Alhamdulillah. Please, as I've said to you, if you have some difficulty, you can email me. But when you write to me, write down your phone number and write down the best time I should call you. Then inshallah, I'll try my best to call you and explain you on phone. And keep pencil and paper and the book handy. When I call you, you should always keep it handy, inshallah. Okay, my brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you for the time you spent in learning. I always say this amounts to ibadat because we are learning the language of the Quran to understand the Quran. And by understanding the Quran, we'll come closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Closer and closer. And it will bring khushu and kuzu in our salah. That is so important, my brothers and sisters. So may Allah bless you all. Keep your family, your children safe and secure from this evil virus. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all the Muslims safe and secure from this evil virus. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep the mankind secure and safe from this evil virus, inshallah. And we'll see you next week and we'll do lesson 3, inshallah. You will find it very interesting. But in every lesson now, I must give you a little caution. There'll be some hard chickpeas. There'll be some hard chickpeas, but I'll try to make them soft to give you, inshallah. Okay. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanatan wa fil akhirati hasanatan wa qina azaban nar. Rabbana hab lana min azwajina wa zurriyatina qurrata ayunin waj'alna lil muttaqina imama. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.